Good morning, everyone. This is Patrick, Comics and Collectibles. And before I get started, I would just like to say, I know there's a lot of junk in the background. I just can't help it. I have no room. I'm squeezed for space here. But if you can find it in your heart and you really want to help me resolve the issue, what you can do is check out my comics that I have for sale. I've made several videos in the past where I'm showing each and every comic in my collection. You can go back, find those videos. If you find something you're interested in, leave a comment, let me know. We'll work the details out. By selling all of those comics, that will free up a lot of shelf space, and I can put some of this stuff here on those shelves once I get rid of the comics, and that will free up a lot of room for me to work with and to display my statues, which I have some of them in the box, some of them just everywhere. So if you are inclined to do so, please check out those comics I have for sale and help the channel out. Show the channel some love. All right, let's get into this, folks. This is, I believe, episode 1 or 2, possibly. I can't remember. At any rate, this is going to be the preparation video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what I plan on doing with this statue. All right, where's that pointer? Come here, pointer. Before we get deeper into it, let's talk about safety, folks. I am a big safety person. Back in the Army, I used to do safety, and we had something called a MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet. I think they changed the name to something else, but before you start dealing with chemicals and hazardous material, you might want to check that out so you can be safe. These are not really harsh, hardcore chemicals I'll be using when I'm working with my statues, but they can harm you. For instance, I use the baking soda and not hot glue, but super glue. That stuff emits like an odor and some, what do you call it? Like fumes, I guess. It can get into your eyes, your nose. It can harm you if you get too much into your system. So I'll also use alcohol. Believe it or not, the alcohol is in the MSDS. Alcohol right there, that's in the MSDS. And for this project, I will be using this 100% pure acetone. First time using that. So all I'm getting at, folks, I don't want to make this a safety video, but just be safe. If you're doing anything, be safe. I will also be using latex gloves for this project to protect my hands. I will be using a mask and eye goggles also, but you have to research that and find out the proper equipment to use. I use what I can afford to use, and I use it in an environment where the effect or impact on me, I guess I use the word right, the impact on me is not so bad. I don't use it inside a building in an enclosed area. I use it in my garage or outside, or I have a fan blowing the fumes and stuff away from me. All right, now let's get on into it, folks. I've talked enough. All right, what's going to happen with this? First of all, like I said, I will be using the gloves, the acetone, and this is going to be my bathtub for the statue. We'll get back to that in a moment. I have some, I think this is 16. Can you see the wire? 16 gauge wire, and I don't know the gauge of this. I'll be using both of these, I think. And here are all of the parts right here. That's the hand, a bunch of, hold on, some more over here. A bunch of tendrils. We even have one tendril that's broken, maybe two that's broken. And this one is stuck. Maybe once I give him an acetone bath, it'll loosen this up and it'll come out. Let me see, what else before we get deep into it. All right. As with anything I do on this channel, folks, I research it because, as you know, I am new to statue repair. I'm new to statue painting. So I'm still learning. So I do a lot of research before I get into something I'm not familiar with. So while doing research for how to strip paint from a statue, I came across a video on YouTube, and I'll try to find the YouTube channel and give that guy some credit. I always like to give credit where it's due. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Carnage, put him into this aluminum pan here, and give him a bath with the acetone and scrape all the paint off. let's get a look. Now, you probably noticed I have this covered up. I do not want to strip the base. There's nothing wrong with the base. And let me see. Yeah, let's talk about colors and stripping and painting, and then we'll get to the broken part and stuff that needs to be fixed before we get to the painting. As you can see, it has, I did some of this yesterday. I was trying to see how flaky it actually was and how easy it would be to just scrape it off. But some of it was already chipped when I bought it. And another thing, folks, if you are looking for cheap, inexpensive statues, go to YouTube, look for damaged statues or look for cheap statues. You will find some good deals. That's how I came across this. So you can find good deals. And if you don't have the skills to repair it or paint it, send it to someone. There are a lot of statue repair folks on YouTube. All right, anyway, back to the statue here. Now, where was I at? Oh, the paint. Okay. So you can see a lot of paint is coming off. And I was experimenting with some nail polish remover. And I did this right here. Okay, let's see. What was that? Okay, yeah, the paint. So I'm gonna remove all of the paint, folks. It's all coming off again, except for the base. Like I said, I probably won't touch the head. If I can color match this red paint, I'm not going to touch the head. Also, you see I got his mouth filled up with that plastic. The mouth is perfect. I'm not going to touch that. Anyway, it's a nice color, so I don't want to mess with it. And yeah, gonna be a lot of painting and stripping going on. Now let's talk about the damage. You can see the hand here, where the hand should be. And I will be reinforcing this brake with this 16 gauge wire. I'm going to drill some holes in here. And I went and picked up some more small, I think 1/16 inch drill bits, because they are really thin and fragile. I'm sure I'm going to break a couple, so I got some backup, got some spares. I'm going to reinforce that. I don't know if I'm going to put 1 or 2 pieces of wire. Hold on, folks, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Don't know how many pieces of wire I'll use here, but I'll determine that as the project progresses. Let me see, what else? I will be repainting the teeth. I'm probably going to make them white. I'm not sure. Again, I'll figure that out as I go. As you know, his teeth are always portrayed as white or black. I'll figure that part out. Let me see, what else? And I'm not going to touch the eyes. The eyes are perfect. Don't want to bother that. And let me see. Okay, let's talk about this hand. As you can see, there are multiple breaks in the hand. Let me see, that finger's okay. This finger is broken. Look like someone attempted to repair it and it didn't turn out too well. So I'm going to repair that. That one's okay. This one has a slight crack. Can't see it because I'm blocking the light. Has a slight crack right there. I'll be fixing all the broken digits. I think that hand has some broken fingers too. So I'll be repairing those. And I've already filled the plug, what you call them, the keys, I think, where you plug in the parts. I'll fill those with this clay right here, so I don't get a bunch of paint in there and all of that stuff. Let me see, what else? All right, some more holes that I plugged right here with clay. Fill all of those in. And I'm going to repaint this statue, folks. And you may be asking, why am I repainting it? It's not a bad paint job. If you look close, it's actually beautiful paint. I like this. But there's something wrong with this statue, folks. That's a nice shot. That would be a great thumbnail right there. Okay, there's an action shot. All right, but anyway, I will be repainting this, and it's not going to look like this once I'm done. And I have to drop another hint. If you are interested in possibly entering a contest, well, I shouldn't put it that way. If you're interested in a contest or entering a contest, please leave a comment. Let me know. If I get enough positive feedback about the contest, I will hold the contest. If I don't get a lot of positive feedback, I won't do it. So it'll be based around this statue right here, folks. So, okay, and I think that's it. But this is a nice statue, folks. I mean, it's heavy. I'll weigh it later on, let you know the weight, but it's heavy, and I think this is polystone. I'm not sure. You can see right there. So that's polystone. It's heavy as hell too, and it's nice. It took me a while to get used to this. When I first saw it years ago, I didn't like the long digits here. I didn't like the spaghetti noodle tendrils. That's what I call them when they're like this. But they kind of grew on me, and I like them now. But this is a very dynamic statue. I guess that's what I really like about it. It shows movement, action. All right, folks, let me stop talking. This video has gotten way too long. Let me move on to something else. I have another project that's waiting on me. As always, thank you for watching this video, and thanks for supporting the channel. Bye.